Peace in, folks. How you doing? Use the force. Positive mental attitude. We might as well try, right? I mean, many people do, right? So it's a beautiful thing. Like I said yesterday, we can all accept we're just amazing as we are, which is great, because we are, but we could do a little bit more as well and be as great as we should be. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about like Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, and kind of the surrounding factors around that means it impacts us all. I'm going to try and do it some type of justice. I wasn't sure what I was going to say. This is not I was feeling like I really needed to make a video today, but I had no idea what to talk about, and so I went to YouTube just to, you know, just having a little look and see what it was about, and I saw a channel called DM25, which I've mentioned, which is Yanis Varoufakis' movement, which is interesting. It's politically led, but you know, I think, you know, I scream my face up at it because I think that my fight is not that inside the system, right? I'm never going to be a politician. You'll never see me in them positions. But I get that probably there should be people that want to create the change, pushing in them directions. It makes sense. Makes sense. We all push from all directions. Anyway, so freedom of speech. And how far does that go? Now, Julian Assange and Edward Snowden, I don't know tons about either of them, but I get the gig. They've shared information that, you know, American government, whatever, didn't like them sharing, and now they're hounding them. Yeah, I mean, Julian Assange has been in a fucking prison in England, Belmore, 2 years, like fucking solitary confinement and shit. He hasn't even been charged, but because of what he said, because of what he's shown, the system's out to get him. So you realise that actually when our rulers do bad, that's okay. And they're going to do what the fuck they want. And you need to shut up and let them do it. That's the fucking message though, is it not? Is the message not in shutting down free speech, in shutting down freedom fighters, in shutting down anyone who wants to spread any information? Right? It shows what we live in, right? It just shows this rulers, leaders, empires bullshit. You know, I think a lot of us want a life that we're trying to live, but it's not in line with the system that we actually live in. Because most of us are fucking good people. You know, that's why I don't sit here saying people are bad, people are sheep, people are this, people are that, fucking rah. Nah, we're all people, right? We've all been through life experiences. We've all got emotions, and we all need to consider that. But what we also need to deeply consider is, how does what happens today affect tomorrow? And what is happening today? You know, the fact that these people that have and Julian Assange, for one, that I've heard more about than Edward Snowden, you know, half the things they're trying to get him on are stuff that it's not even like he was the first person to share the information. There's this massive, like, it is the system showing its hand, people, and you either want to look at it and go, okay, we really do live with ruling classes and leaders that are out to benefit themselves, right? The democracy we have is not a full democratic system for the people. It's mainly there for the elites and ruling classes, right? So when this stage of this pandemic's done, and hopefully, right, They're not going to be able to justify keeping it going, although they haven't been able to justify keeping this going, yet they've managed to anyway, which is something we need to think about, right? How easy is it to just watch the news and take the information they give you and think that's okay, right? I remember when I didn't think there was so much fucking, or didn't realise there was so much fucking, it's not, I don't know that it's that I didn't realise that there was so much government corruption. You know, like I've said before, with many people, with many friends, we joke, like just jest, not like regularly. It wasn't like it was a running commentary thing, you know. Just, you don't trust the government. You don't, but you didn't. Now it has really impacted us. They really fucking shown, right? So I just think we need to start coming together now. Because next time they do this, for what? Because so far, they've managed to degrade what a pandemic is to now the official definition of a pandemic. There doesn't even need to be any deaths. So they can call pandemic, lock everyone down, based on no abnormal deaths. Politicians, lying, scumbag, criminals have this power. I'm saying that's madness. I'm saying the lunatics are already running the asylum, and we've all been raised in it thinking it's normal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we've been raised in the asylum, the lunatics are running it, and we think it's normal, but it's not. Right? Let's just romanticise a bit, right? These wankers that are ruling the world, that are literally doing all the bad they can, right? Let's be real about what's happening. These people are literally harming the planet, suppressing planet-friendly technology and raising up planet-harmful technology, right? These wankers. Let's romanticise a bit. Let's imagine before 12,000 years ago, 10 to 12, 13,000 years ago, when the earth impacts happened, the ice caps rapidly melted, everything changed. What if before that, them fucking lunatics were the lunatics? We knew they were the lunatics and we had them in check, right? We didn't let these power-hungry arseholes rule our lives. We came together and went, shut up, you muppet. Go and do whatever you want, but over there. And if you want to try and gain power, we're going to strip it from you. Right? Like, we need to stop giving our power and start taking it the fuck back. That's what I think. Why? Because what's happening with freedom of speech? Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, they're two big cases. There's lots more. The battles that have happened over free speech on, off the internet, it will affect everybody at some point in time. It's got to, because people want to talk, and all the time you don't feel the need to act, right? It can just take one thing, you know, where someone you know is affected by something. But this affects us all. This domination, this system, just look at the history, look how we got here, look what it is. It's not this nice, pretty evolution into fucking boom, most civilization of the world. We can't even build the pyramids. Don't make me keep banging on about Göbekli Tepe. Shit. So, you know, we've got choices, people. We've always got choices in every passing moment. We've got new opportunity for a brand new choice. We can go from being someone who's complaining and angry about everything to someone who stops himself complaining and actually just pointing out the things they're happy about. And the transformation that does for our mind, our state, our general well-being, our motivation is incredible. The thought patterns we allowed to run in our minds have a massive impact on our lives. And, you know, I know it's got nothing to do with free speech, but, you know, I fucking... I go off on one, what can I say? Hit like. Don't forget that, right? like and comment, you know, and thank you, Rob, for getting involved. Much appreciate that, dude. You know, and to be honest with you, saying that you've been closed-minded and just, you know, following the mainstream information, and to actually say that that you're opening your mind up is a beautiful thing. I loved hearing that. But we need to have these conversations with as many people as we can. You know, like all the things I'm talking about, I see other people talking about. Not all of them. The leader thing, I don't see anyone talking about. I have not heard one person say that leaders are a problem, we need to get rid of them. So, you know, either I'm totally off the wrong end on that one, or I'm totally on point. I happen to think I'm on point, obviously. But free speech, while we've got it, let's use it. You know, because when it's gone, it'll be too late. So why wait? You know, it's, if you're given an opportunity to find awareness on all the levels it comes, just take it. And I'm giving it to loads of people. You know, it's time for radical change. And I get that there's enough people that change alone seems a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm up for that. When you start saying radical change, people are, oh, I don't really know if I'm like, you know. It's the second episode of that documentary that's been running, and I'm really looking forward to watching it. I don't think I'm really up for this radical change. I am bang up for it. So, you know, take a bit of my energy, share it, right? And let's find the will. And I believe all the steps to all these things, self-awareness, I think, is a key thing. Awareness is a key thing. Because once you start going, all right, let me become more self-aware, let me become more aware of the world I'm living in. Look at the monetary system. I don't know enough about it to speak like a professional. Go watch the Kaiser report, Max Kaiser. Go find some other, you know, economic analysts, you know, but I like Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert. I think they're fucking highly entertaining. They're my kind of crazy. But they're, you know, they're up for some real change, and they see the problem and the hold the monetary system has. But like everything, it's not just that. It's not just the monetary system. It's not just the political system. It's not just the fucking corporate structure. You know, it's all of it and some. I've obviously missed out things, but you know, I'm not trying to get it all in one video. It's food for thought, not fucking perfectionist in action. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Free speech is under attack in a big way. Look at all the people that have been deplatformed. Regardless of what you might think of Alex Jones. Jesus, man, if you go looking at information that geezer says, like David Icke. But David Icke hasn't been... He has... No, they both got absolutely fucking bombarded and attacked, didn't they? What the fuck was I just about to say? But David Icke and Alex Jones, right? They're both, like, they've got this off the end crazy, right? Like, one thinks every, you know, there's the lizard thing, there's the fucking whatever from, like, they've both got their things, right? I'm not saying, like, they're like any pinnacles of anything, but I'm saying free speech, right? And they both hit heavy with some real fucking information. Fuck the shit that will get classed as conspiracy, but the real stuff that you can tangibly go and look at, I mean, that's nuts. And still, there's some things that don't give you a definitive answer. It's just that everything points at something going hit like, or Prince Andrew's a fucking dirty bastard that was running around with Epstein. But my friends, let's end it on a better note, right? Let's find a reason today to look at ourselves and look at our thought patterns and go, which one of these isn't serving me? Use force, positive mental attitude, be kind with your thoughts to yourselves like you would others, keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you would for others. Let's get it. Get what, John? Awareness course. Peace in.